If you're scared, that's good. I want to talk to you today about why, even though we think we should be told, or we're told that we should be told our whole lives that everything is going to be okay, we're going to be loved and nurtured, we're going to be taken care of health-wise, that is not, it's not necessarily a good thing. It's good in some respects. It's good at some points in time. But today I want to talk to you about why being scared, having that stress, might be really, really good, might be life-changing for both your physical state and your mental state, that will help you change your physical state. Hey everyone, this is Cass Contents. Thank you so much for watching. Right now, I'm calling the channel Cass for Bloat, a catchy, hopefully, title that will get attention because everyone hates the bloat. But this channel, I largely want to talk about my journey in making myself better mentally and physically, or at least that's how it seems. I'm not trying to come at you as a professional. I'm not coming at you as a professional. I'm not a healthcare professional. I do work in education, so I do have that knowledge, but I'm not trying to come across as an education professional either. I'm just sharing my story and what I have learned through what I have read, anecdotal information, and then I'm trying to give you the information so you can do your own research and you can see your own doctors, you can see your own mental health professionals, because I am not one. That being said, I'd love it if you'd give this video a like and a subscribe. I'm so happy that you're here today, and this is going to be a blog. This was going to be my blog, was gut health. Like, I hate the term, but I nerd out on this stuff like crazy and have for pretty much my whole life. I've read probably thousands of hours now on nutrition, supplements, how it affects your physical and mental health. And I brought myself back from debilitating endometriosis symptoms, as well as increasingly more and more frequent migraines that were debilitating and kept me almost out of working, through nutrition. And again, I'll put the links down below. Nutrition that I discovered, and supplements, go along with that, meditation, all these kinds of different things. So today I wanted to talk to you about something I kind of learned yesterday, or information I felt upon yesterday from Huberman, Dr. Huberman. He's said to be controversial. So there's that. But what he said, I watched his video yesterday with the Diary of a CEO, which I love. I love Diary of a CEO. It's really well done. But what Huberman said, and this has really rung true to me intuitively, but he said that there is a basis for this scientifically, so I really wanted to talk about it today, and that is how much I feel, and now I have learned, that fear and stress, especially acute stress, not long-term chronic stress that I think a lot of people are experiencing now, and it's causing problems, but acute stress, maybe for, I'm not sure the time duration, but for me, I would say like a 6-month period, it was life-changing in a good way. It was a tremendously motivating, and this has happened to me at different stages in life, not just a few years ago, like I'm talking 2016. I was in an extremely stressful, scary, I was dealing with an extremely stressful scary thing going on in my life, and it was going on for months and months and months. And at first, for almost the first year, I was in survival mode. I was just like trying to attack it, trying to like get it to go away, and really aggressive with it. And then after that point in time, the fear of it helped change me. The fear of not knowing whether this was going to be okay if I didn't do something drastic, that motivated me to make the change. And so in doing so, I made changes to my thinking, to my habits, and with that, a change to me physiologically, or so it would seem. So one of the things that happened in that was, in order to find a solution, because I refused to just give up and let things that were happening because of the scary situation, debt, unemployment, physical issues, I refused to have that be my reality. And again, for the first 10 months, I just fought it aggressively. It was just in survival mode, like I don't know, saying to the universe, saying to whatever, like, fix it. This has to be fixed now, and just attack it. But then that didn't work. So then I took a step back. And what happened was, in order to help in the situation, I decided that I needed to think outside the box. And I needed to perhaps start a business. I said, all of these kids, all of these people are online. You know, some of them are millionaires. They're making money being online, gaming, making YouTube videos, different things. Like, I can do that too. I can make videos. And it was terrifying. And this is where the fear part comes in. If I didn't have fear as that motivator to do that, I never would have made YouTube videos. And now I look at it and I think, what a stupid thing. Like, making YouTube videos is so easy. Maybe I need to improve at them. Maybe I need to work on my content, the way that I'm doing it, my format. But doing it, you know, now it's so easy and it's so fantastic. And it has given me so much more than I initially could have ever anticipated. Sorry, blah, blah. And so if you don't have fear as that motivator, sometimes, a lot of the time, you just don't make changes that will better your life. I mean, sometimes you'll do a complete 180 from horrible to fantastic, but you need that motivator. And so another reason why, apparently, and this also rings true to me, fear, stress, short-term, not long-term chronic stress, is responsible for, it's good for us in that it temporarily raises cortisol, which can actually help our immune system. And that is something else that I noticed in the beginning or post 10-month phase of what was going on, was that this fear, this stress, this heightened thing that was, you know, happening in my life, I was feeling better. Like, my energy had come back. Physically, mentally, just my energy, like, it was up. I didn't realize at that point before that, and my creativity was up, that I was in, I think, kind of a state of dysthymia. I believe that's what you call low-level depression, where I thought that I was fine. I thought that I was gonna get more schooling to kind of upgrade my career. I thought that I was gonna go on and just do all the things I was supposed to do and buy a house. And, you know, I was content, I was fine, but I wasn't motivated. And I didn't even realize that that was a thing. I'm like, oh, this is just, you know, being an adult. But then when I had that burst, that motivating, that fear factor, I noticed that I came alive again. And I hadn't been alive in years. I would say at least 10 years. And I mean, no, certainly 10 years, because before that, just being okay, I was depressed. I was living in a depressed state. So it had been maybe decades, maybe most of my life, that I had been in this low state. And for about 10 years of it, maybe not even realize that that was a bad thing, because being in that kind of content, okay state was much better than being in the depressed state. But having that fear motivator, I was alive. And I was alive in a good way. I wasn't alive like, oh, I want to do drugs and you know, take lots of caffeine and I don't know, things like that. Like I was feeling alive, but I was also, I had gained the knowledge in the past from my health issues and whatever, that I was going to be alive in a responsible way. I was going to go back to meditating. I discovered Leaky. I was going to eat well. And at that point, I chose my grain-free GAPS diet, which really helped my gut. In a sense that my gut was causing perhaps my health issues, like my migraines, my endometriosis symptoms. So I went on that diet, and that helped me physiologically and maybe mentally. Mentally it helped perhaps, which also helped me physically reduce hormonal imbalance that helped with migraines. Who knows? I don't know. Again, I'm just speculating. I'm just giving kind of anecdotal information based on things I've read and what I have experienced. Go look up your own information. But it was life-changing. And I really think that we as a society, this modern Western society, really need to regroup and have a conversation about how we are approaching our lives and how we are approaching raising our kids. I do work with kids, full disclosure. That is my background, that is my education. And giving them more challenges and risk opportunity so that they can grow in that way again, because there's a mental health crisis. In many ways, I mean, just from what I see, they are too protected from risk and challenge. They are put into challenging situations in that from the time before they're in extracurriculars, and put into demanding situations and schedules. And that's a stressor. But again, I think that would fall in under the chronic, not good for you stress. Not the heightened risk factor stress that kids used to have when they went and played outside and were in the neighborhood and all that. So thank you so much for watching my video today. I'd love it if you tell me about your own experience. My favorite thing about having these channels is talking to you guys and hearing about your experiences. I cannot tell you how much I love talking to you in the comments, and how much I learn when I hear from you in the comments about doing, more content, different content. I've done, a series of like 3 videos on the same thing that are different videos, because I've heard from you. I've heard about what's going on in my city in Toronto, and I've changed my views and gotten information. So please let me know how you feel in the comments. I love to talk to you guys, and I'd love it if you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you like being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.